Greetings of peace, love, and light on this wonderful day. As you may know, our pineal gland, a cone-shaped structure in the brain, is located between the superior colliculi, the pulvinar, and the splenium of the corpus callosum. The pineal gland, in conjunction with the adrenal glands, affects skin pigmentation, helps with potassium and sodium levels in the body, controls one's mental stability, and controls mental and sexual growth. The third eye, via the pineal gland, controls the attributes and functions of the sixth chakra, which include, but not limited to, clairaudience, clairsentience, clairvoyance, telepathy, extrasensory perception, intuition, cosmic consciousness, and so much more. The third eye is our spiritual eye, and just as the physical eyes can suffer, so can our spiritual eyesight. Our ancient ancestors were well aware of the power of the pineal gland, and today, more people than ever are becoming aware as well. We are waking up. Today, at spirituallution.com, we bring you 11 everyday things that harm and calcify our precious pineal gland. 1. Diet. A diet that mostly consists of processed foods, refined grains, refined starches, synthetic sweets, and acidic beverages such as soda pop will greatly calcify the pineal gland. The best diet for a healthy pineal gland in particular is a well-balanced whole foods diet. Consuming a well-balanced diet while adding raw, green foods that are rich in chlorophyll will help chelate heavy metals from your blood while nourishing it. Chlorophyll-dense foods like chlorella, spirulina, and wheatgrass also increase oxygen levels, repair damaged tissue, and boost the immune system. Theoretically, anything that boosts oxygen and immune function should support your body in reversing pineal gland calcification. 2. Pesticides. All sorts of chemicals can be found on the vegetables and meat that you buy from the local supermarket these days. Likewise, foods loaded with pesticides, preservatives, and chemicals cause the pineal gland to become sluggish and lose its vitality and power. To avoid consuming these harmful substances, please ensure to buy organic fruits and vegetables or at least wipe down and clean your food prior to consumption. Consuming organic and natural whole foods that are not laced with pesticides and genetic modifications is always the best choice. Foods with additives, preservatives, chemicals, and pesticides are all risk factors for both calcification and premature aging. That goes for GMO foods as well. Always opt for organic, living, plant-based foods. 3. E.M.Fs. Television and other electronics emitting blue light can interfere with the typical approach of melatonin from the pineal organ. Our pineal gland is also suppressed by electromagnetic fields, E.M.F, released by mobile phones and other wireless devices. When we have our cellular devices in our bedrooms, they are emitting radiation and E.M.Fs, which the pineal gland recognizes as light and therefore reduces our production of melatonin, and has a direct impact on our brains, sleep, happiness, and our very connection to Source. This doesn't stop with cell phones. Your Wi-Fi does the same thing. But let's face it, in this day and age, we use Wi-Fi and cell phones on a daily basis. But that doesn't mean you can't turn it off at night while keeping your cell phones away while you sleep. Unplug, my friends. 4. Synthetic calcium. While there may be a number of elements that cause calcification in the body, synthetic calcium ranks at the top of the list of one of the contributing factors to pineal gland calcification. In general, it is always a good health practice to obtain your calcium through calcium-rich foods, such as almonds and leafy green vegetables. Pretty much all processed food contains some form of calcium. These forms include calcium phosphate, calcium carbonate, and dicalcium phosphate. Many supplements contain these as content fillers also. Calcium carbonate contributes to the forming of scales and plaque, while calcium bicarbonate, found in fruits and vegetables, can be used by our body to build bones and teeth. This all impedes our ability to have healthy regulation of melatonin and circadian rhythm, which significantly impacts our sleep and immune system. The damage of the pineal gland then results in the decline of our mood, energy, and spirituality. 5. No sun. We're used to hearing about how too much of the sun's warm rays can be harmful to your skin. But did you know that the right balance can have lots of mood-lifting benefits? Not getting enough sunlight can greatly impair our wonderful pineal gland as morning light begins the circadian beat, which controls melatonin discharge in the pineal organ. Our eyes need indirect sunlight exposure to function properly. The pineal gland, on dissection, reveals the presence of a photoreceptor, like the ones our two seeing eyes are equipped with, hence the alias, the third eye. The pineal gland's photoreceptor is actually activated by light reflected from the retina. Adequate day exposure to sunlight allows the pineal gland to produce melatonin at night and help keeps our circadian rhythms in line. In other words, a healthy dose of sunlight can improve your sleep. 6. Mercury. It's important to first note that decalcifying the pineal gland is not only for people who want to tune their spiritual antenna and refine their third eye, it is also for people who just want to take simple care of their bodies. Mercury is a type of metal that can be found primarily in seafood, such as fish, prawns, tuna, and shrimp. The mercury from dental amalgam fillings can be hazardous and could potentially harm your pineal gland whenever we drink hot tea, coffee, or soup. To curb this, you can visit a mercury-free dental specialist to dispose of any amalgam fillings you might have. Mercury is likewise found in a ton of antibodies as methylmercury, thimerosal, which is tied to the cerebrum and can be hard to detox. A fresh squeeze made of cilantro or a drink containing activated charcoal will enable you to dispose of the mercury within your beautiful body. 7. Drugs. Some drugs, including both recreational and prescription drugs, appear to affect function of the pineal gland and change melatonin secretion patterns. Certain drugs can cause an overactive pineal gland, which can cause difficulty in concentrating, struggling to stay focused, headaches, blurred vision, pressure in the eyes, sensitivity to light, and insomnia, among other side effects that drugs can have on you in general. If you can, limit your intake of pharmaceutical drugs and stay away from drugs altogether. 8. Deodorants. Every year, people around the world spend nearly more than $70 billion on deodorants, deodorant soaps, and antiperspirants to mask body odor. The problem here is that most deodorants and antiperspirants on the market today contain an ingredient called aluminum chloride, among other harmful ingredients which greatly harm our wonderful pineal gland. Aluminum has an affinity for the brain, and human pineal glands and large concentrations of toxic aluminum develop in these body parts. Try to opt for deodorants that contain natural ingredients if you can. 9. Halides. Halides are chemical substances such as fluoride, chlorine, and bromide. Halides can often be found in toothpaste, dental products, and tap water. The pineal gland is especially sensitive to fluoride in the water. Fluoride and other chemical substances like chlorine are bad for the pineal as they deposit on tissue rich in calcium, such as the pineal. Fluoride is the most common and widespread in our diets. It is magnetically attracted to the pineal gland more so than any other part of the body. Here it forms calcium phosphate crystals which accumulate. In particular, the fluoride present in our drinking water has been proven to calcify or harden this vital area of the brain, thus reducing its function. 10. C.A.T. Cigarettes, alcohol, and tobacco. All of these substances drain the body of energy and thereby allow toxins to build up in the system. Reduce your intake as much as possible. Nicotine, which is found in tobacco, is a stimulant. Using tobacco can make it harder to sleep. Smoking and drinking are habits you need to get rid of if you want your pineal gland to thrive and function well. As for cigarettes, You need to avoid these entirely. Even the frequent inhalation of secondhand smoke can be injurious to your pineal gland. Taking walks in fresh air with plenty of sunshine, mostly in the early morning, and drinking plenty of non-fluoridated water can do wonders for helping to clear up a pineal gland exposed to toxins from cigarettes and alcohol. Sugar. Eliminating as much sugar as possible from your diet is one of the most important things you can do for the clarity and health of your pineal gland to find a deeper connection to yourself and the universe. Refined sugar causes toxicity and hormone imbalance that shut down the pineal gland. Eating sugar not only puts your physical health on the line, but your spiritual sight and your ability to explore and deepen your purpose in the universe. Sugar undermines our yoga and meditation practices by limiting the extent of our access to the third eye by calcifying our amazing pineal gland, placing roadblocks in our daily and spiritual lives. The third eye is our greatest gift to connect us to Source and remind us of a universe much more mystical than we perceive with our physical senses. It's through the awakening of the third eye and its corresponding pineal gland that we are able to attain supernatural feats of telepathy, psychic vision, and an intimate connection with universe. Wishing you peace, love, and light on your amazing journey.